Hi, everybody. So for this discussion, for this week, we're focusing on APA formatting part one. Right. So what I want you to think about for this discussion is everything that's going to relate to APA formatting, this first introduction to it. So two main questions I'd like you to think about. First, what is APA style? And explain why and when it is used. So what does APA stand for? What is this? Why would you use it? When is it used? Tell me a bit about it, right? So I want you to explain APA and explain why and when it's used. The second part of this is dealing with the other part of this week, which is when we need to cite information and what constitutes plagiarism and so on. So for number two, you're going to read the following three scenarios. And for each one, so for every single one of the three, you're going to decide whether or not you think it's plagiarism or not, and then you're going to explain why or why not in your response. So scenario one, you're taking an introductory psychology course that requires a 7-page research paper. That's brutal, right? You visit the reference desk at the library and get help finding articles on your topic in online databases from academic journals in the field. You copy and paste the most interesting parts of the articles into your paper without putting those parts in quotes or providing a parenthetical citation for the source, but you do list the articles in your reference page at the end of the chapter or at the end of the paper. Scenario two, in your psychology class, you were given an assignment to research 10 different phobias and write a paragraph explaining each fear. When you're standing in line to turn in your paper, you hear the person behind you tell her friend, "My sister's a psychologist, so I just emailed her and she wrote me back with all the answers." Scenario three, you receive your assignment for a class and realize you can write your paper on the same topic that you wrote for another class last semester. Because of the requirements of the assignment, the focus of the paper will be different, but you can use many of the same sources you already read just 2 months ago. So for each of these three, is it plagiarism or not? Do you need to cite your sources or not? And then explain why or why not using the information from the lecture. And this is all in that Beyond the Book section of the lecture, since this week I'm kind of providing that information for you. So I look forward to reading your opinions, reading your discussions, and seeing you all online.